So we're going to have a conversation about some things that I experience in the East. And can we go to the next slide? All right, so, but I want to have a conversation about this. And it's really good that the three of you are much more Americanized, you in particular, right? But all of you. And I want to talk about this thing, comportment. So comportment is like your stature in the world, your way of being in the world, like how you hold yourself in relation to people around you, and just how you hold yourself in the world. Okay, comportment. It's not just your personality. It's not about your personality. It's about the comportment. It goes beyond that. Okay, so it's how you just really are. Your beingness, B-E-I-N-G-ness. Okay, and what we see we see these differences in East Asian personalities and Western personalities, in particular in the United States, or comportments, okay? That in East Asia, so all of you, and I'm just going to throw you into this, because again, Thai culture is very similar. There's this kind of much more of an emphasis on community and a greater awareness of what's going on around us. So like comportment, like the way I hold myself in the world, if I'm just trying to, as I situate myself in any situation, I'm very aware of how people around me are and what they are and who they are. And I'm very aware of how I interact in relation to them. It's really a notable thing. And it's subtle. It's not like you don't even necessarily see it until you feel it and experience it. And in the West, and especially in the US, we have a much more of an individualist orientation, that I don't walk into any situation and immediately start feeling the energy of people around me. In Korea, there's this word nunchi, right? That's really, you have high levels of nunchi or low levels of nunchi, but that's like your like social awareness or your social intellect. So in the East, because community is really important, okay? The value of how I stand, like as I'm here, like the energy of you all is really important. Like it's really, you feel that. So like because I want to be part of the community, or I naturally am part of the community, the idea is to kind of de-emphasize myself. And which means you're going to be a little bit more reserved in a way. And in the East, it's going to be a little bit different, okay? Or in the West, I mean, where it's just like, it's be unique. So here, how do you notice this? And when you are around Americans here, or just people who are not either Chinese or Korean? What do you not just even in the classroom, just about people, just what do you see?
So I'm kind of feeling like more freedom in the U.S.
Here?
People and actually everything. It's kind of like freedom.
Yeah, what do you mean freedom? Because when you say freedom here to Americans, this is good, right? They start thinking about you're talking about political freedom and freedom from the government and freedom from all the cameras that are watching you in China. But I don't think you're talking about that. You're talking about something else. What do you mean what ways do you experience greater freedom?
So the biggest difference, I think, is the freedom between, for example, maybe students and teachers.
Uh-huh.
For example, you and me, we can, I think our conversation is more freedom than I did with my teachers in China.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Like we can have like kind of a back and forth.
I can say whatever I want.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.